I guess when we looking at all this, see, it all down to how um, we bring it all together as of today. We can talk about all the things that are past that what brought us to this point, and I think these things help paint the picture of why or how we got to this point in our lives. And so when we look at it right now, trying to co-parent, as a co-parents, all our kids are grown now, but when we was going through that process, it was not an easy process after we got divorced. Because guess what? We're not where we are at right now, where we was back then, because we were not the best of friends when it first happened. You know what I'm saying? We had to get to that point. And we had to figure out a way to get to that point, and for the sake of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't need to see us at odds with one another. And Jerry being BJ being the youngest of them all, we had to figure that out quickly, because he was torn and he's looking at the situation. He doesn't know which way to go. Should I be with my mom? Should I be with my dad? I like to play football. My dad supports that, and he's a big football guy and all this other kind of stuff. And so I was still doing everything that he wanted to do. But as a whole, how did we bring all that together, not just for him, but for Sinead, Tweet, and Taz, and looking at that and saying, hey, how do we put all this together? Because the kids had some blame fingers. They were pointing who they want to blame in the whole situation too, because they're looking at us and what we're going through, and they're saying, hey, there's a right and wrong. And and I think they saw those things, and they saw a couple of our situations that kind of got out of hand,